Hi everyone, welcome to my live. I'm Rhonda Kelly from Rhonda's Readings. So I'm happy to see you. It looks like it's a little bit slow with people coming on today, but that's okay. So I hope everyone's having a happy Friday. It's almost the end of November already, if you can believe that. It's, this year's gone really quickly, but at least we're sort of having a bit of normality back, and it's, people seem to be getting back to some sort of a normal life. Of course it's going to be different, but it'll be interesting to see what it's like in a couple of weeks as well, with those who are vaccinated and those who are not. So yeah, I hope everyone's okay, and I hope also everyone's not too frantic with the Black Friday sales. It's sort of a bit mad. If you're anything like me and you've been getting constant texts and emails, I've actually set my phone to spam. So for people actually, sending me so many messages and that, I've basically put it down to spam. So, hi, Robert, how are you? Hi. Yeah, so happy Friday. And I will actually be doing another 2 more lives, I believe it is. Let me have a look at my calendar. Because, yeah, I'll be coming to you live on the 3rd, the 10th, and the 17th. Basically, I'm not going to be coming on sort of Christmas Eve, so I'll be doing just 3 more. So I did have a lot of announcements actually today, so I probably won't end up doing too many readings. Obviously you can, if people have paid, then yes, I will be doing them. But I just check my PayPal. No, that's okay. Alrighty, so basically got a few announcements. So we've got a few people watching. I'm coming to you live on my Facebook page, Rhonda's Readings, and my Facebook group, Rhonda's Readings by Rhonda Kelly. So coming to you live from those, and also my YouTube, Rhonda's Readings. So coming to you live across a few different platforms. I'm not doing a book review. I'll start off with a spiritual book review first. I'm not doing that at the moment. I'm not doing that this week. So I've been sort of looking at my oracle card decks and sort of using those as examples during my live, and I've had really good feedback from them. If you do have a reading with me, chances are I might not have each of those decks with me in person, because I don't need to use the cards when I do my readings. But if you connecting with me sort of virtually and you have any special requests, then of course you can request me use those cards if you like. So I believe I'm all done with the oracle card decks. I will start now reviewing books, and it's going to take me a little while to read them, and obviously I'll be doing more reading over Christmas as well. But the one I'm currently reading at the moment, I'm not reviewing it today, I'm just giving you a little sneak peek of the next topic, is The Idiot's Guide to Near-Death Experiences. This is an absolute fascinating book. This is something that interests me because, well, not that I plan on dying or I've ever died, but this is something that's coming up in readings for me lately. I'm getting a sense of when people have had a near-death experience, or those that have quite an unusual or sort of a more global view of the world, or more suddenly a more spiritual view. So I've just been fascinated in that sort of the past few weeks. I've actually had this book for a couple of months, but it didn't sort of I wasn't drawn to it, but I'm drawn to it now. So this is the book that I'll be reviewing after I've read it. But so far it's absolutely fascinating. It's basically written by, I believe it's a doctor's daughter or a dentist. No, sorry, a police officer's daughter. So she's got a very analytical, police-focused way of interviewing people. But it is quite interesting. Like it looks at like suicide and near-death experiences, and people who are very fixed and narrow-minded in their experiences compared to someone who's more open-minded. And generally the more spiritual people have better experiences. It's not as traumatic or not as scary. But it is a fascinating book so far. So if you can recommend any books around the topic of near-death experiences, please let me know. And I'll obviously try to look at them before I do my review of this. But yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. Yeah, so Robert's looking forward to seeing The Idiot's Guide to Being a Ghost. Good on you, Robert. Yeah, it's quite, I mean, An Idiot's Guide to Being a Ghost is probably someone who wears a white sheet on the head and, walks into a brick wall or something. That's probably, you know, yeah. Anyway, I had one of those funny moments where my Google Maps, I was waiting to catch a ferry, and my Google Maps told me to walk on water. Basically, told me to like walk across the river, and I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. God, Google thinks I'm God, you know. But then I got down to earth when I looked at the sort of terms and conditions. I just clicked on one thing, and it was basically saying sometimes Google Maps can be inaccurate, particularly when there's water. So I thought that was really funny. But yeah, that's my little joke of being a idiot's guide to being a ghost or feeling godlike. Yeah, so that's the first thing I wanted to announce today. Just my book review that's coming up. So the topic will be near-death experiences. I'm also working on a article I write for the Body Mind Soul magazine in Malaysia. So obviously I toured that just before COVID. So I was really lucky to go over there and do my thing and do psychic readings. And I do write for their magazine. And I am writing an article about suicide, and that's based on my personal experience with the loss of a parent. So it's actually pretty difficult for me to write. I'm really struggling writing it, but it's something I feel needs to be said. But I'm it's still working on the words to say it. So that sort of that part of this book is the part that I read first. But that was it was quite interesting. Alrighty, so obviously, if you've just joined me, I'm Rhonda Kelly from Rhonda's Readings. I'm now on TikTok at Rhonda's Readings, and I'm on the usual. So I'm on Twitter at Rhonda's Readings, Instagram at Psychic Rhonda Kelly, the other social media. But if you look on my website that's scrolling across, rhondasreadings.com, you'll be able to see my contact page, and that has all my social media. So you'll be able to see that. Okay, so that's my first thing, my book review. So at the moment, I'm not reviewing something today, but that's just letting you know what's coming. And if you do have any interesting topics, or you've read something interesting, or you've heard an audio book, or you've found a deck of cards. Hi, Lenny, how you going? Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, so if you have any particular topic that you are interested in, I'm a bit of a nerd. I love reading, so I'm happy to read it. Lenny, I was just saying this is the book I'm currently reading, Complete Idiot's Guide to Near-Death Experiences. And this is the topic that I'm going to be talking about possibly sort of early next year, related to my spiritual book review. I'm only doing 2 more lives for the end of the year just because it's nearly Christmas. And the second one will be on my birthday. So maybe I'll wear a little birthday hat or something. I don't know. To have a little birthday to myself. Oh, it is healing. Wow. Oh, that's actually good. Good to hear that it's healing. It's certainly been a week of owies, like people just hurting themselves, including my husband. It's just, it's not been great for, there just seems to be the week where people are having accidents and things. So it's not that it's anything like this or anything that bad, but it certainly makes you stop and think, oh, need to be careful or not do that kind of thing. Okay, so that's my spiritual book review I wanted to announce. Hi, Melissa, how are you? So I've got Lenny, Melissa, and Robert. I've got, I think, a couple other people watching, but they haven't said anything. So unless you say something, I won't know who you are. So that's my first thing I wanted to share with you today. Obviously, with these lives as well, please bring any spiritual related questions. So I'm not doing just readings, because I love educating people. And if you ever come to any of my Ocean Wings psychic and spiritual fairs that I host, or like at the Starlight Festival, or any of the events I go to that I give talks and presentations, you'll know that I teach intuitively. And I like to basically make people sort of more aware, or at least sort of think more about their connection with their guides. I like to teach people. So that's something I do just in person when I attend events. So that's what I also want to do more of with these lives. So that's beautiful. Hi, Saya. How are you? Okay, so Lenny said still read as beetroot and occasionally painting, but on the mend. Painting on, but on the mend. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, alrighty. So that's related to my spiritual book review. I also announced last week that I'm doing a positivity challenge. I actually only had one person enter that. That was Danielle. She posted a photo, or she sent me a photo in via Messenger of her and her husband, and it was basically a really cute photo. It was really beautiful, really both really happy, and it was just them showing love and support for each other. So I thought that was beautiful. So the positivity challenge is basically sharing a positive story or picture or something creative in showing what you do for another person, or what another person does for you, but basically a way of paying it forward, like sharing that positivity. So Danielle, you've won. I'll either give you an incense stick or a set of little tea light candles. So they're all different colors, different scents. So you can choose what you want with that. But I'll actually I'll leave that with you. So that's my positivity challenge. What I'm also I will be doing some questions, Saya. So you can ask a question. Obviously, if you like and share the video, then I'll answer your question. And I am logged onto Facebook, so I can see who's done that. Yeah, so that basically. Okay, so beautiful. So Lenny said volunteering at anything is positively uplifting. Yeah, absolutely. I volunteered for years. I've done. I used to volunteer with domestic violence, with community legal centre. So I used to do court volunteers. So that was absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Lenny. So I used to do that, and then I ended up practicing, and but yeah, I've volunteered for a long time. It kind of got you've also got to look after yourself in it. It's not too much, because I was at the time I was volunteering, I was also caring for my mum when I was living in Melbourne, so it was a bit too much at times. Like when you sort of don't have time to go out for yourself or go do anything fun, then that's when you've not got a balance. But I can definitely see the value in volunteering. Okay, so they're my two announcements with my book review, the winner of the positivity challenge. So remember, I'm drawing out a winner again next Friday. So if you can either send on Messenger, send me something positive and uplifting that either was done for you, or you paid it forward to someone else. Either that, or you can post to my wall or my Facebook groups, or my YouTube. So if you can post that, that would be wonderful. I am finding with these sorts of things, more and more people are sending them to me privately. I even did a poll recently where I asked people to let me know where they know me from. And I had about 20 people message me privately. I didn't want to post it. So, I mean, that's completely fine. But it was just really funny. Like, I had some of the responses from overseas where places I had to look up where they were. So that was pretty interesting. So when do you want to do that? Lenny, I'm not doing my Ocean Wing Psychic Fairs again until next year. I've just got a number of things going on just in my private life at the moment. So I don't have the capacity to organise that right now. But I'm looking at sort of doing that from February onwards next year. Is what it is basically. So that's my positivity challenge. You feel free to enter for next Friday. My book review that I'm going to be doing in probably early next year. I also want to announce, so for Black Friday, I just wanted to announce a little sale incentive I'm doing, and I'm not going to publish this a lot, so it's more just for people that look at me follow me on my lives. I'm basically going to offer a gift voucher at 25% off. So if you have a look at my website, rhondasreadings.com, at the shop section, you can select any product you want and just contact me directly and let me know what product. And I'm actually going to offer that product at 25% off. So at the moment, I already have readings reduced for COVID. So for example, 15 minutes I've got at $60 instead of $75, and I'm going to keep that for the end of the year. But what I'm doing with Black Friday is the 25% off. So it will actually be 25% off the $60 at a lower price. So I've got photo readings, flower readings, email readings, so ranging from $40 to $50 to $60. So basically 25% off that. And that offer I'm having until the end of next week. So basically it's only going to be from today until next Friday. And that's basically Okay, so I've got a troll already. Just bear with me. Delete comment and block user. Okay, you actually can't be doing that. You can't be soliciting readings during my live. That's pretty rude. So for anyone who got commented by Harlan, whatever, please ignore that. So apologies for that. That tends to happen. We're getting a lot of spammers and a lot of people just being dicks, really, like really being unethical and all the rest of it, all the things that we're trying to get rid of. So, yes, I'm just deleting that comment. All right. So yeah, they're basically my three announcements that I wanted to announce, and basically. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So Robert, Lenny, they were all participants in my Ocean Wings. Yeah, so most of the people that have been in my reading room are going to be welcome back. So, yeah, beautiful. All right, so I'm just going to start doing some readings actually. So Lenny has asked about mum. Was it mum that paid me a visit at my house last night? Yes, absolutely, it was your mum. There's humour about that, and your mum is the type of woman that just said it how it was, or she would just like charge through or drive through, like she just was just a bullet at a gate. Like she'd kind of make an impact and then she'd sort of laugh about it. Like it's sort of like she was really sort of like feisty and strong and really sort of funny. So yeah, that was your mum that paid you a visit last night, and I'm feeling like yeah, okay, beautiful. Yeah, that would be great, Lenny, if you want to send me proof. Um, yeah, so basically that was your mum, and I've got goosebumps with that. And there was another mum. There was another. I feel like your mum and your mum's mum. I'm feeling a reconnection to your mum's mum as well. Um, it's kind of like there's a lot of masculine energy about your mum. I'm just feeling like she had to be quite tough and quite quite sort of stable and providing and quite tough on her own. But I feel like it's kind of like there's been a peaceful union with her mum. I feel like it's important to tell you that, Lenny, that your mum and your mum's mum are at peace with each other. Um, but it kind of feels like yin and yang. Like your mum's going a bull at a gate, and your grandmother, I feel, was a bit more placid, sort of thing. So, yeah, but definitely was your mum, I'd say. All right. So thank you for that. Yeah, send me that. I look forward to getting that message, Lenny. Okay. So remember, if you would like a reading, you've got to like and share, and I can tell whether you've liked and shared. So I'm actually just going to be looking at my. I'm just looking at my Facebook now to see who has done that. Okay. So yeah. So Robert says the idiot's guide to being a ghost. Okay. All right. So I'm just having a look. All right, so obviously if you've liked and shared my video, you can ask a question. So let me know if you have done that. Okay, and apologies for the troll. I did delete and send that. Yeah, okay. So that makes a lot of sense to me, Lenny. That's but I'm feeling like she's at peace with it now. Like that feels important to tell you that. Yeah, thank you. So stay tuned for next year. I've literally got I've got a couple of things going on that I don't have the capacity to do that right now. Um, but yeah, that's something I will be doing, and I am looking at doing that in an alternative way as well. And I should just send out an email to the future Ocean Wings people and see whether they actually like that idea or not. Yeah, but that's basically what I'm doing. Okay, so thank you, Robert. Okay, so yes, if you have liked and shared, you can ask a question. Okay, so let me have a look. Hi, Melissa. I've said hello to you before. Okay. So, does anyone have any ideas of what they would say for the positivity challenge, just in something kind you've done to someone, or something kind that someone's done to you and you've paid it forward. If anyone can let me know that, that's beautiful. Okay, so Kerry's made a comment saying, "My nan came to me in a dream and didn't speak except to say a name. What does that mean? Do you know?" I feel like it's something about awareness, Kerry. I feel like she said that name for your awareness. And I'm feeling like it feels like it's a previous name known to you, but I'm also feeling that it's either that same person or that same name is going to come to you in a different way. And I feel like that was done for your awareness of that people can change. So there's something interesting about that, I feel. Okay, so Saya has said she's liked and shared. All right, so let me have a look at your comment because you did make a comment before, didn't you, Saya? Oh no, you just said like can ask a question. So if you can ask your question, Saya. Okay, I always love a compliment. Thank you, Robert. Beautiful angel. I can say the same for you. I did just a funny story, Robert. I had angel wings at my last expo. Oh, not my last. It was at the Boho last festival I went to, and I normally sort of put them behind a chair and they look really cute and all the rest. And one of them was just the wings were lopsided the whole time. It was so funny. And by the time I was at peace with it and thought, okay, that's fine. It's just wants to stay like that. They straightened up by themselves. Like it was so funny. So it was obviously a bit of anxiety or something that I was holding on to that I didn't need to. But that's sort of a funny story about angel wings. Okay, Saya, I'm just waiting for you to ask a question because you've said you've liked and shared. And obviously, if you're watching from YouTube, you need to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, Elijah, I hope you've subscribed to my YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm going to answer your question. Hi, Rhonda. What did my guide say about Maddie? The first thing I'm getting is patience with that. There's got to be patience around her, and she's got to have patience. So, patience with you and your connection to Maddie. So, don't rush her, just be patient. And she's also got to have patience with herself. So, it's kind of like I'm basically just saying I'm being told expectations versus reality. So, her reality is going to be different from expectations, but that's okay. She's just got to do it in a patient way, I feel. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, beautiful, Lenny. So this we've got an example of paying it forward. Someone once paid my restaurant bill, then slipped into the shadows. A true unsung hero. Yeah, isn't that interesting? That's really nice. I actually had something similar. Someone I can't remember where I was, but I went to pay the bill and I worked out how much it was going to be, and it was actually about $10 less. And I said, "Oh, you've undercharged me." And she said, "No, the other guy paid a tip and just paid extra, didn't want the change. He said put it forward to the next bill." So I didn't know it was going to be me, but that was so nice. Like I basically got like it wasn't 10%, it was probably like a 20% or 30% discount on my bill because someone had paid extra. So I thought that was beautiful and paying it forward. And you do hear stories like that where someone's paid for the next person's coffee, and that's beautiful until like so it basically means each person then pays for a coffee and they're paying that forward. So that's really beautiful in paying it forward. Okay, so Saya has said, so thank you for liking and sharing. Thank you, Rhonda. I wanted to know if the situation about me and my relationship, please. Okay, I'm feeling that you need to just sort of take more notice. Like it's just a feeling like you need to sort of take more stock. I'm almost feeling like you and your partner don't sort of notice the details, or you don't like you're kind of both quite busy, but you're not focusing on each other, like you're focusing on each other's achievement or something like that. So it actually feels like getting back to basics almost, if you can sort of go away somewhere. I mean, your photo's in a beautiful garden, but it's almost like you need to sort of go away together with no distractions and no other people, no phone reception, and just like look at each other and listen to each other. That's what I'm feeling. Just it's like you just need a reconnection. I feel like even if you do that, for one night or 10 minutes or that sort of thing, that will be really profound and you'll reconnect with each other. That's what I'm feeling. Because tuning into you, Saya, I'm just feeling a lot of distractions and a lot of not negativity, just feeling overwhelmed. And I feel like your partner's feeling overwhelmed. Thank you, Kerry. Thanks. Sending you hugs, by the way. I haven't seen you for ages. Okay. Yes, so I feel like he will be with you in your future, Saya. Okay. All right. So, Jenny, if you've got your question you've liked and shared. Okay. So, remember to, yeah, that's right, Robert. Back to your bridge troll. You have no power here. That's right, because I just sort you out. Okay. Yeah. So then he says volunteering at anything is positively uplifting. Absolutely. As long as you work at your own mental health and you've got the time to do that and all the rest of it. Yes, I can. I can connect with pets absolutely that have passed away. I did one, Melissa. I basically last fair I did a 20-minute reading on a little dog that had passed away, and it was just beautiful. And it was and when the lady came up to me, I saw the dog running around her in spirit. And I kind of thought, oh, is that real or is that in spirit? And then she came up and asked for the reading. So yeah, absolutely. Okay, so just having a scroll through. Yeah, so that would be great, Lenny, if you can send that proof of your mum's visit, that would be absolutely awesome. Okay, I'm just having a look at who's sort of liked and shared. Okay, so just a general one. For Jenny, is there... Yeah, I do living pets as well, Jenny. Any guidance from spirit? Okay, I feel like you've got to sort of be careful about the timing of things. There's a feeling of movement around you. I don't feel like you're moving house, but I feel like people around you, like either someone's moved in or someone's like staying with you temporarily until they move on. It's a feeling of being like people around you are moving and lost in transition. So I'm feeling like Jenny, you're a bit of the glue that's holding people together. And I feel like you enjoy that. It's a feeling like you're the one that's helping, but I'm also feeling that you're getting a bit tired from doing that. So it's a bit of, rather than sort of giving, you've got to have a bit of give and take as well. Also tuning into your energy, I feel a bit sick, and I actually feel a bit hot, like really hot. So I don't know what's going on with that. It almost feels like you're changing the temperature or someone's changing the temperature and you realize you're uncomfortable, but you don't want to say anything. So please change the temperature so that you're comfortable in your house. That's really important too. You're also getting, I've got a grandfather figure around you as well, Jenny, and I feel like you're getting a lot of visits from him in spirit. And he's very protective of you. He's like he's saying to other people, stand back, like give you space. So I hope that makes sense to you, Jenny. I just feel sort of take it a bit easier. Okay, all right. So another troll. So that's fantastic. So I'm just going to delete that. Okay, now I can't seem to delete it. Okay, just trying to delete this troll. Can't seem to delete it for some reason. Okay, so please ignore the troll. I can't seem to delete it, but I'll be able to delete it. Okay. All right, so obviously like and share if you would like a reading and let me know that you've done that so I can see that. And if you're watching from YouTube, please subscribe as well. Okay, so bear with me. I'm just trying to delete another troll. Okay, that's really weird that I can't. So it's coming up as a Facebook user, so maybe I can't delete it until after the thing. Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Jenny. Yeah. Okay, so you are feeling tired. It's just a feeling like you're never going to change. You're always kind-hearted, Jenny, and you're always going to help people. But I do feel like you need to sort of take a step back. And if it's a case of people coming into your house or coming into your space, you need to sort of reclaim that space a bit. And I'm certainly not feeling anything negative or anything like that. I'm not feeling there's anyone that's got a negative attitude towards you, but I do feel that you just need to be mindful of what you want and taking space peace with that. All right. So Adam's just said that he's subscribed to my YouTube channel. All right. Can you please tell me if this girl Kately ever thinks in a romantic or sexual way or just views me as a friend acquaintance? If so, why she never approached me and does she feel to now? I'm actually not feeling a strong connection with Katie. Um, I'm just feeling like Katie's quite independent actually, and I feel like she just sort of I'm just feeling things a bit transactional with her. Like I'm not feeling that you're going to have a closer connection with her. So I don't feel she'll ever sort of come to you in that way. I don't I don't feel that she's going to do that. Okay. All right. So thank you, Adam. Yeah. Okay. So Kari has said, I don't see it. Okay. So Kari would love to hear from her best friend. He died suddenly due to a horrific accident. Okay. I'm smelling smoke as well with that accident. I feel like there's a bit of fire afterwards. But I don't feel that I actually feel like he died quickly. Like I feel like he died on impact, but I'm feeling like I'm getting an image of him looking down, and I feel like when he was looking down, he could smell smoke. So I feel like there was a fire after the accident. Is what I'm picking. Um, it's kind of an anniversary or something for you. I feel like either you met him at Christmas time or Christmas was a really big event for you. Um, he's wanting to acknowledge that you're going to sort of make connections for him around Christmas, or you're either going to call his family or just make sure that you're okay. They're okay. He's drawing me to a male in his family, and I believe it's his younger brother. I'm getting an M name, like a M or N. No, it feels like M, like a Mark or like a short name starting with M. And I'm feeling like his younger brother is not coping with his death. And if it's not a younger brother, it's like a really close mate, or it's someone I feel known to the family, because I can see this male connecting with his family around Christmas time. But he's actually just asking if you can do the same. And don't go out of your way, but I feel like you already have that connection, or you have the ability just to do that. Like it's not going to be going out of your way, but just like a nice phone call will be really nice. Is what I'm feeling. And he's just giving you hugs. I know he wasn't really a hugger, but it's like he's giving you hugs, and he's there for you. There's something about your hair that he doesn't like. I don't know whether you've just changed your color or just dyed your hair color, or you're thinking about it, but he doesn't like that idea. So there's a bit of humor in that sort of not liking, and he's just saying, oh, he's an older brother, Michael. Okay, thank you. I can't remember what I said, which name I said. He's an older brother. So do you have a younger brother as well? Yeah, he hates you blonde. Yeah, that's funny because he made because I was brunette a couple of weeks ago, and I was brunette for about 3 weeks, and then I kind of thought, oh, okay, I haven't done that for a while, but I'll change it back to being blonde. And he made a comment about my hair, he preferred it the other way. So he's much the same with you. Like he doesn't like you being blonde, doesn't like me being blonde. Um, who's the young? Do you have a younger brother? Do you and Michael have a younger brother, Corey? Like why is he showing me more concern about a younger brother? Like I don't want to make it fit. I don't feel that I'm with you. I feel that you don't have a younger brother. Okay, so I wonder who the younger. Like he's shown me him and another male, and he's kind of like sort of a relationship where he'd sort of make fun of this male, but he'd also be protective. Like he's a little bit taller than him. So if it's not Michael, is his older brother. Okay, is Michael shorter than him? I'm just not sure what that is. I mean, yeah, I don't want to make it fit, but it does feel like it's a brother connection or a very close male. But I'm more drawn. Okay, yeah, I don't know what that means. Okay, apologies for the troll. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means actually. Um, but it's just a feeling of concern about the brother. Um, a little taller. Yeah, I really don't know what that means, whether that was a joke between them and he would stand on something to make him look a little bit taller. I don't know what that is, but um, I'm just feeling a lot of concern about the brother, and he's not as tough as he's coming across. Really, it's um, yeah, and it's also feeling like his brother doesn't have anyone around him to talk to, and that doesn't mean anything in that, he could be in a relationship, could have a lot of mates, but doesn't necessarily mean he's speaking from the heart or he's able to speak his mind. So I do feel like the brother needs to either go to counseling or go to a men's shed or something like that to be able to talk about it, because by not like speaking from his heart about it, he's not allowing himself to grieve and heal. So it is just a bit of concern about him. You haven't talked to his brother in a long time. Okay. Maybe even just sort of reach out or send a text and say, missing him. Are you okay? Like sending you hugs or whatever. Like, I just feel like even just the slightest contact, I don't feel like it's going to be either reciprocated or it's going to be a long-winded sort of conversation you have to go into. But I feel like that's going to be really appreciated for someone that's really missing his brother. Is what I'm feeling. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, obviously with these readings, Corey, it's all free will. You don't have to do what I say, and it's, you can always change your circumstance. But I'm just tuning into just tuning into the brother's energy. I just was drawn back to when my brother died and how just completely devastated I was. And I've been through a lot in my life before that, but it was really devastating. It's interesting. Sometimes I feel with siblings there's a he knows that there's no animosity towards you. There's really not. So he's saying it's okay, and he's actually laughing about it. So it's not he's not concerned. But I was just saying with siblings, sometimes there's a twin-like energy in that, you're not necessarily the same age. You might be at oldest and youngest or middle and youngest or whatever that is, but you can still have a sibling that you're incredibly close to, like you've just almost got a telepathic connection, when they're sad, you're an empathic connection. So it actually feels like these two brothers had that sort of connection, and it feels like he's lost his twin. Now, I know they're not twins as such, but it's like a twin sort of energy. And I'm not going to say twin flame or anything, but that's what it feels like. So it's that's okay. I mean, he's okay. He's saying he knew where you were, so he's not concerned about that. Yeah, they're very close. Yeah, absolutely. And I just tuning in, I feel like he feels like I felt when I lost my brother, and that was just, completely awful. Hi, Margaret. How you going? Alrighty. So, I've shown you that my next spiritual book review is around the topic of near-death experiences. So that's coming up. I've also announced that my winner of my positivity challenge is Danielle. She sent me something on Messenger. She sent me a really sweet photo of her and her husband. So you win a little prize. I'm doing that for another 2 weeks, a positivity challenge. So obviously, if you actually, Adam, no, I can't answer the second part of the question. It's only snapshot reading, so I only answer one question, and I've already answered yours. Okay, so yeah, that's my positivity challenge. So if you can either post something on Facebook or YouTube or send me a message or a text or whatever you want to, just in giving me a story or a picture or something where you've given someone's done something positive or kind to you and you've paid it forward. That's my positivity challenge. I literally only had one person that did that this week, so she won. I just had a kind story from Lenny where someone paid his dinner, so that was nice. So I'll take that as an entry for next week, Lenny. So if no one else enters, Lenny will win next Friday. If not, ideally I'd like to have so many entries I can put it to a vote, but that obviously means that it's going to be more than one person entering. So that's what I've announced. I've also announced today a Black Friday sale for me. So if you have a look at my website, rhondasreadings.com, I've got a shop tab on the website. And I've got products there ranging from $40, like for a flower photo reading, $50 for an email reading. My 15-minute reading starts at $60. For Black Friday, what I'm offering is a gift voucher. So basically is if you select an item on my shop and you would like to gift that to someone or gift that to yourself, I'm up until next Friday, I'm going to be offering that at 25% off. So if it's a $40 reading, you'll get that for $30. So you basically halve and halve it again to take 25%. So that's basically what I'm offering for my Black Friday. I'm not going to post that on social media, but I am just announcing it today. So anyone who's watching today or anyone who watches this recording back can take advantage of that. And it's basically you need to contact me directly and pay me directly because it'll be a different amount than on the shop. So that's what I'm offering. So if you want a gift voucher either sent to yourself or if you want a gift voucher sent email to someone else, that's basically what you do. And they'll have until the end of the year to use that voucher. And by use it, I mean to book it. So you could book it for next year, but as long as you've had contact with me and booked it. So that's my Black Friday sale that I've got going on. But that's basically my 3 announcements. So please enter my positivity challenge because I'm going to be posting free things to you, just little quirky things, but again to sort of pay the positivity forward. Okay, I'm just scrolling through my messages. I believe I've said hi to people. And when you join, you don't need to ask permission to ask a question. You can ask a question. And I also welcome any spiritual related questions. So if you want to know how I started in the industry or how I have clairvoyance or how I have clairsentience or what it means to be empathic or whatever that is, I'm happy to answer any questions like that. My teaching dates won't be posted until next year. If you probably, I think some of you have already learned psychic development with me. I do teach online, and I still have some one-on-one students that I have, mostly overseas, but I do terms where I teach people, but I haven't had the capacity to do that this year, but I'll be starting them again next year as well. Okay, so I'm just scrolling through my comments to check that I've see if I need to give a shout out to anyone. Okay, so I've missed out a troll because I haven't been able to delete it for some reason, but I will when I do. Okay, so I believe I've done everything. Oh, okay, I've just got a comment from Robert. I brought my friend Tony's dad through and he brought me a special edition Captain America shield to say thanks. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Is that the one that you have at the MBS festivals and things, Robert? Yeah, so that's completely beautiful. So for those of you who don't know Robert's a very colourful character. So I've known Robert for years. Don't even know. I think I was in Sydney for about 7 years, so I probably knew you around 2015 or 2016 or something like that. But Robert dresses in a colourful way and his personality is very colourful, and he does one of his outfits is Captain America, so he's had a Captain America shield. So beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, so I think that's about it. Actually, I've made my announcements. And for those of you, I am on TikTok as well, Rhonda's Reading. So I'm actually about to do a little TikTok video because I haven't sort of done that yet. But yeah, that's basically my live. Yeah, beautiful. You'll send that. All right. Thank you so much, Robert. All right, but I'll actually say, I was going to say good night, but I'll say goodbye for today. So thank you for joining me, everyone, and I'll see you basically next Thursday. Thank you. Bye.